Okay, this hand is kind of a cooler, so let's get to it. Our hand begins with me at the cutoff with looking at 8s. I raise it to 1.75, which is pot. I get a caller on the dealer and a caller on the big blind. I flop a set. Snowy here says I should either bet or I could check. Actually, I take that back. Snowy says I should check here because I suppose I'm not too afraid of somebody betting. I don't know. Snowy says I should, and the EV difference is 17.83 versus 15 when I bet 0.41 pot, and whether it's quarter bet or not, I'm supposed to check. And then the turn, but I bet 0.4 pot and I get a call on the dealer, and the guy in this position folds. So let's go to the turn. Turn is a 9. I bet half pot, and Snowy says I should bet half pot because at this point I have a full house and I should get some value, I guess. And then the river is a cooler pairing the 4, so anybody who's now got a 9 has me beat. So Snowy though does want me to bet, and it is correct to bet the $13, so it's just a cooler. And the villain raises all in, and that's also correct. So it's just a cooler, but I hadn't previously considered that with the 4 pairing, even just a single 9 beats me. And that is something I had not thought of. I just took it for granted that when you have pocket 8s, trips is a loser, but actually trips makes a full house, 9s full 4s. So that's just a cooler. And let's go back to the turn. He calls, and now I bet 13. He jams. I'm supposed to call. When he jams, I just have to call. There's no way I could fold that one. Snowy agrees. So that's just a cooler. So let's look at it again. I open with pocket 8s. And the flop comes where I have a set. So I open with pocket 8s from the cutoff to pot size bet. I get a caller on the dealer and I get a call on the big blind. The flop comes full house. The flop comes set. I bet big too, 225. And I still get a caller. Now he has trips, and the cooler comes on the river. So the only thing is maybe I don't bet the river since the board did pair, but it's so hard for him to have a 9 there. But Snowy says that betting is 100%. Betting quarter pot is 100% correct. Betting full pot is also mostly correct. Half pot is 100% correct. So EV wise and my full range of hands in consideration, it's all correct. So it's just a cooler. I guess the take home point is that when the 4 pairs, I don't have the nuts anymore. Well, yeah, quad 9s is also the nuts. And 9-4 would have been the nuts, would have beaten me also, even without. 9-8 would beat me, but that's so few. 9-4, even if the river was not a 4, it is a paired 9 board. So I didn't have the nuts. I had a very good hand, but it wasn't full of nuts. So there we go.